Walt Disney Studios Park at the Disneyland Paris Resort began its operating life as a rush job of a theme park with lackluster theming and barely any rides for guests to enjoy. It was like that weird uncle you don't really talk about, but of the Disney theme park lineup. There was, however, one attraction at the park that was actually quite enjoyable, and that was Studio Tram Tour Behind the Magic. This was a copy of the Tram Tour concept that used to run at Disney's Hollywood Studios theme park in Florida, with a carbon copy of the Catastrophe Canyon section, which saw your tram arrive in a fully themed canyon before mayhem ensued, with the tram rocking side to side, an oil tanker falling towards you, fire effects before thousands of gallons of water fell from behind the canyon and above your ride vehicle to engulf the entire scene. This was always a very enjoyable experience, to me anyway, and one that I think is sorely missed in the Florida park as it was removed to make way for Star Wars Galaxy's Edge. The Paris version of the ride also included an exclusive scene themed to Reign of Fire, a financial flop of a movie about dragons scorching the earth, and saw the tram enter a fully realised version of a destroyed London before Dragonfire rose from a pit. This fully immersive scene was spectacular, unlike the movie it was themed to. When the overhaul of Walt Disney Studios began, which will see it more than double in size with a new lake, a land themed to the Frozen franchise, Avengers Campus which is now open and kind of just a retheme of an already existing land, and a third land which was going to be a Star Wars Galaxy's Edge light. But now, after the failure of the Galaxy's Edge concept in Florida and Anaheim, Disney have taken a look at it and decided, no, we're not going to do that. And the land will now become something else? Perhaps Lion King, perhaps Avatar. It is up in the air at the time of recording. The tram tour was closed, and demolition on this iconic opening day attraction began, with London being torn out almost immediately. This should have been the point that the attraction died for good. But the Walt Disney Company had other ideas. Lazy, boring, soulless, tired, cheap ideas. And thus, dear viewer, came the birth of Cars Road Trip, a cheap and shortened retheme of the Studio Tram Tour with a relocated station and themed to Pixar's Cars. But what of Catastrophe Canyon, I hear you ask? Well, it returned as the now originally named Cars-tastrophe Canyon, with the exact same show scene, just with a lick of paint and some fake eyes on the oil tanker, and of course a few boxes scattered about with the Dynaco logo painted upon them. There is no narrative reason for the canyon to exist. In fact, there is no narrative at all in this rush job of an attraction. We start our journey travelling down Route 66, which is nothing but a few billboards alluding to things that would have been great to see, such as the Ghost Garage. But alas, no. And if you wonder if any of those amazing animatronics that can be found in Cars Land at California are present here, well, once again, the answer, my friends, is a resounding no. Characters from the film are present, but as entirely static models with eyes that sometimes move from side to side. And that is all you are getting, and you best be happy about it. Then we take a left turn and enter the canyon, and yes, this scene is admittedly still as fun as it was before, but now it is soulless. In the original version, Jeremy Irons would then tell you how the entire thing worked and let you in to a bit of the magic behind movie making. But here? Well, there is nothing. They have covered the pipes and workings of the scene in camouflage netting, which was something you would see as part of the experience before, and you just drive on as if nothing has happened at all. I mean, as if nothing has happened at all. It's literally not mentioned again. You've just been in what is essentially an earthquake. Not mentioned again. We then come to our final scene. The Eiffel Tower. That's right, you heard me. The Eiffel Tower. In a theme park that already has the Eiffel Tower and the actual Eiffel Tower not too far away. This is a static model of a mini Eiffel Tower made of some scrap metal and barrels with some more of those static models from the franchise dotted around it. Is there any point to it? No! Does it serve any narrative purpose to this attraction? No! The thinking behind this is very clear. Imagineers were asked to think of something vaguely Parisian and shoehorn it into the attraction, and this, what they came up with. Then, that's it. You return to the station and get on with your day. This attraction was obviously made as a quick cash grab, a way to advertise something new, to try and draw the crowds after both the pandemic shutdowns and the fact that the Walt Disney Studios park was struggling for attractions. It was designed as a quick way to eat up guest flow and offer something new. But even management must know what an absolute disaster this ride is. First of all, the new station is so far out of the way, tucked up a side path behind Toy Story Playland, that save for a few little signs, barely anyone would know it was there. And second of all, it really is just a soulless mess of a ride. It has no reason for being. This could have been something great if they had actually invested in it, added new show scenes, animatronics, and a cohesive narrative. But instead, what we got was something that I am certain even Disney Imagineers must be ashamed of. Hopefully, when the new expansion opens in, well, let's insert date here, because boy, that's being built slowly, the company take another look at Cars Road Trip and either make the decision to absolutely plus this thing and create an attraction worthy of the Imagineers, or just scrap it altogether. If you have enjoyed this video, then please don't forget to like, share and subscribe to the channel. And if you can help out further, you can become a channel member from just 99p a month, which will enable us to get out there and create more accessibility guides, vlogs and things for theme parks, resorts, hotels and more. You also get access to fortnightly members only shows where I sing and embarrass myself. It is a lot of fun. So thank you for joining us on this journey down Route 66 as we look at Cars Road Trip. And I'll speak to you in the next one. Bye for now.